Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. It is Saturday morning, and our teacher for this week is Gary Zukov. The book he might be most well known for is called The Seat of the Soul, and it certainly is worth looking into that. Do a search for Gary Zukov books sometime. I'm certain you'll find something there you'll enjoy. Let's get into today's message. Every day, we encounter quite a variety of experiences. Some experiences which we consciously choose to have, and many more experiences that come our way regardless of whether we have chosen them or not. In those moments of unwanted experiences, what guides your actions then? When life places in front of you something that you don't think you have chosen, are you then guided by fear or by love? The first thought today from Gary Zukov is, every experience that you have and will have upon the earth encourages the alignment of your personality with your soul. Every circumstance and situation gives you the opportunity to choose this path, to allow your soul to shine through you, to bring into the physical world through you its unending and unfathomable reverence for life and love. Hey, Sun Marie, good morning. Anthony, good morning. Hello, beautiful people. Every experience you have offers you one of these two paths. Align more closely with your personality or align more closely with your soul. Whenever we turn away from and try to avoid the experience we're having, we are then automatically aligned with our fear. We embody the scared human, the personality. But whenever we turn towards and accept the experience, whatever it is, then we are aligned with our soul and deal with the experience from the level of soul. Gary Zukov says, when you strive for perfection, then you're comparing different versions of what could be instead of just being present with what is. Perfectionism is an attempt to inhabit an imaginary world in order to avoid experiencing the world in which you actually live. Stay present with what is happening to you now. All power is in the present moment, says Gary Zukov. Any time that you are trying to avoid anything, you are being led by fear. Your soul is the most present thing that you will ever experience. Your soul doesn't dwell in the past and it does not fear the future. The key to unlocking your soul's potential lies in the practice of being present. Stay present with what is happening to you right now and let your soul guide you. Today's meditation is the practical exercise of becoming present with every experience, through the simple practice of allowing your body's physical senses to be felt. So if you're ready, you can close your eyes. Let's slip away on that journey together. The journey of allowing our body's physical experience to be felt. Let's take a deep breath in and out. A deep breath in and out. deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in. And let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling, and once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and even drop your head. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. And while we do, we're going to check in with this body, because checking in with this body is our journey today. So with your next exhale, as your body softens, bring your attention to your forehead, to the space between your eyes. Do you perhaps sometimes realize that you're carrying a frown there? And when you do you remind yourself to soften? And right now, feel that space. Feel your forehead and feel how calm and soft that area is. With your next exhale, as your body softens, bring your attention to the area in and around your mouth. Do you perhaps sometimes find yourself grinding your teeth? Or just your tongue pressed hard against the roof of your mouth, or your jaw muscles clenched tightly? And when you find that, do you remember to have a conversation with this body? Do you remember to let this body know that it is safe? With your next exhale, as your body softens, bring your attention to your neck and shoulders. Do you sometimes find those muscles being tight? Perhaps your shoulders pulled up high, almost level with your ears. And when you do you remember to take a few big breaths, roll out those shoulder muscles, and help them relax. With your next exhale, as your body softens, bring your attention to your stomach area. The place where tension hides the most effectively. We can carry tension in our stomachs, or that area at least, for years without realizing the amount of tension we hold there. And when you find yourself being tense around your stomach, do you remember to soften? Do you remember to have a conversation with this body and let this body know that right now it is safe? Right now there is no threat. Right now it would be safe to become soft. With your next exhale, as your body softens, bring your attention to your legs and your arms, and specifically your hands. Hands are one more place where tension hides without us realizing. Right now, are your hands soft, relaxed, and open in your lap? We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch, adjust, and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles forward and to the left, forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. Lean your upper body over to the left, trying to bring your left ear just a little bit closer to your left hip. And then lean your upper body over to the right, trying to bring your right ear just a little bit closer to your right hip. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at least becoming as present as we possibly can be right now. We can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, we'll take the next few big breaths together. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips in and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Then hold your breath, but hold it only for as long as it feels easy and comfortable, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, our journey today is checking in with this body. So perhaps as you dive in, wrap your arms around this body. Have a conversation with this body. Let this body know Hello, body. I really love having you. Take your next big breath. Our journey of the senses starts at the top with our eyes and then works its way through our body and all 5 physical senses. So with your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, the question is, if you were to open your eyes, what is something obvious that you would see? And now for a moment, with your eyes closed, find this obvious object and study it with your mind. See it from all of its angles, find all of its texture and all of its color. Take your next big breath. Now we'll shift gears, still staying with our eyes, but this time, if you were to open your eyes, what would be something much less obvious? An object that you'd have to perhaps look around for to find. Perhaps it's really small, or perhaps it's just hidden behind something. Find this less obvious object. And with your mind, see it from all its angles, see all of its color, find all of its texture. Take your next big breath. Gary Zukav's message this morning speaks about when we're trying to avoid the experience we're having. He says that whenever we are trying to avoid the experience we're having, then we are in alignment with fear. Our journey today is about learning how to just be with whatever the experience is, by very simply checking in with our physical senses. Can you think of an example of an experience lately that you've been trying to avoid? Let's practice some more. Just observing the experience, allowing the experience to be felt. Take a step down to your ears and what you can hear. And just sit with whatever it is that you're hearing. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, bring your attention to the most obvious sound you hear. And see if you can hear different layers of vibration in this obvious sound. Lean all the way in. Take your next big breath. Let's change it up just a little bit. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, bring your attention to the faintest sound that you can hear right now. And then lean all the way into that small sound. How much of it can you hear when you try? Take your next big breath. Notice your ability to allow the experience to be felt. Whatever the experience might be. Gary Zukav reminds us that sometimes when we're unhappy with the current experience and looking for something more perfect, we're comparing different versions of what could be with one another, and closing ourselves more and more to the actual experience, the actual reality that we're in. Let's keep practicing feeling exactly what's here to feel. The next 2 stops are a little bit more difficult. You have to change your breathing a little bit. And you have to bring a little bit more curiosity. The next stop is your nose and what you can smell. So with your next big breath as you dive deep into you, simply see what's there. Is there an obvious smell you can find right now? Take your next big breath. And then we'll change gears, still staying with what you can smell, but this time be curious enough to find, is there any other smell that you can pick up right now? Take your next big breath. Smell might be the sense that we have the biggest reaction to. Experiencing a bad smell is almost triggers instant avoidance in us. Which is why smell is such a great way to practice. The next time that you experience a bad smell, you do have a choice. You can let your body instantly be filled with resistance, an instant knee-jerk reaction to this bad smell. Or you can take the invitation to practice. Are you able to accept the moment as it is? Are you able to actually soften and relax in the presence of a bad smell before you get up and decide what to do about this smell? This is a great way to practice. We'll take another step down to your mouth, to your taste buds, and this is perhaps the most challenging one today. Unless you have something you can bring up to your mouth, something to taste. But if not, just bring all the curiosity you can. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, is there any obvious taste you find right now? Take your next big breath. And then one more time, really dig into the curiosity. Is there any other smell you can find in this moment? Take your next big breath. And then we have just one more stop, and that is the surface of your skin. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, scan the surface of your skin and find where is the most obvious sensation. And then linger there. See if you can describe all the different combinations of sensation in that obvious spot. Take your next big breath. And then just one more time, as you take a deep breath and dive deep into you, find on the surface of your skin the slightest sensation. Is there perhaps a spot where you can just barely feel fabric rest on skin? Or perhaps you can feel the air touch your forehead or your cheek. Take your next big breath. We'll take one more big breath together to slip out of the breath holding space and into the next. Take a deep breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There's no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll read to you one more time today's message from Gary Zukav. He says, every experience that you have will encourage the alignment of your personality with your soul. Every circumstance and every situation gives you the opportunity to choose this path, to allow your soul to shine through you, to bring into the physical world through you its unending and unfathomable reverence for love and life. But we don't experience that when we're trying to avoid the experience we're having. Whenever we're trying to turn away from and avoid what we're experiencing, then we're not aligned with our soul, we're aligned with fear. Gary Zukav says, when you strive for perfection, in other words, something better than the experience I'm having, then you're comparing different versions of what could be instead of being present with what is. Perfectionism is an attempt to inhabit an imaginary world in order to avoid experiencing the world in which you actually live, says Gary Zukav. And then he reminds us that Stay present with what is happening to you right now. All power is in the present moment. Whenever we are trying to avoid the present moment, we're also not aligned with our soul. Not aligned with our wisdom. Not aligned with the strongest version of who we are. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for this opportunity to practice. Practice being open to whatever the experience is. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning that I really am able to be with the experience. Whatever the experience is, I am able to be with it. Without the need to numb, the need to hide, the need to run. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning that presence does not mean that I shouldn't be taking action. It just means that I choose to not take action from an old pattern, from an old program, from a reactive, scared part of me. Thank you for learning how to take action from the wisest part of me. And that always comes from being really present. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for being present with us today. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Sunmary. Nella, a very good morning. It's always great seeing you. Wishing you an awesome Saturday and a great weekend. Lots of love to all you guys. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.